guys, Sandy here, and welcome to another Stretch the Sketch. Here is the sketch that we are going to be stretching today. It is an 8.5 by 11 sketch. As you can see, I have two photos of my daughter at her birthday last year, and she was super happy and laughing. So, well, gotta redo that one. So the kit I'm using is a Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit that I received from my good friend Sharon. She was my secret sister, and she got me this awesome kit that was curated by Christina, and it's based on Amy Tangerine's Shine On collection. And this collection is one that I've really enjoyed of Amy Tangerine. So the past couple collections of hers have gone almost a little off the deep end for me. They're a little too intense, a little bit too random, and this one just like made my soul happy, made me ridiculously happy. Now I'm leaving this little bit of paper choosing in here just to show you a little bit of my process. So I knew I wanted something with a little bit of pizzazz, so I thought I would get a metallic or a glitter paper from my stash. And the one paper that matched almost perfectly, I only had one sheet of. However, I had two sheets of this paper that I end up using, and even though the color wasn't an almost perfect exact match, I went ahead and used it. Now, I could have used the one sheet of paper and cut it in half and spliced the two papers together, but honestly, it felt like too much work in the moment. A little bit stressed coming home from work, and I just wanted to play with my papers, and having to figure out like what paper to back it with, it was just too much for me tonight. So I said, nope, this is close enough. And this is also something that I hardly ever do. So here is a dirty little secret for you. My branding strips, I toss them. I really don't save them unless I am in that moment scrapbooking and going to use them. However, in this particular instance, I actually purposefully went for these branding strips because I had two. I knew I had two sheets of this paper, and I figured it was easier than getting up and walking across the room to where my ribbons and such are, or trying to find a sticker, or grabbing a punch, which I didn't even have to get up for, and creating a paper. And it just, like I said, at a stressful day, I just wanted to play with the stuff and just play with it and get it completed. So that's what I did. Now, here's where I'm stretching the sketch. So when I did my intro, you guys could maybe remember that I had two photos, and I was going to do something about the happiness of birthdays because of the huge grin on her face in both of these photos, but I decided not to go that direction. I decided to add the one other photo that I have left of her birthday and just put them all three together to stretch that sketch to a 12 by 12 double layout. So I thought about, guys, I thought about cheating and saying this is an 8.5 by 11 sketch and stretching it to 12 by 12. And I guess that really isn't cheating, but most of the time I do 12 by 12 layouts. So I felt like in order to really stretch it, I should probably keep on stretching it past 12 by 12 to 24 by 12. So there we go. Now this is a little scrap of paper, and this is definitely right on the sketch. And I decided to go ahead and go with it. I'm going to trim off that little teeny bit of extra and pop it over there on the other side. And then I have a whole cohesive thing that goes from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. So instead of putting an actual tag down here, I decided to go with this journaling card. And at first I was going to cover up the unforgettable, but I decided to go with it, and I was going to have like unforgettable day or unforgettable moment or something down there, but you'll see what I end up coming up with. Now this is a die cut. Now I do have to say, I love the die cut pack. I wish they had more of these florals though. Like, I am a sucker for floral die cuts. I feel like they can go with a whole bunch of things. Just a whole bunch of things. And I want more. is what it boils down to. I wish I had more colors within the kit, more options, more sizes, just more. Just give me more florals, Amy. Give me more florals. So now I'm going to go ahead and nestle that right in there. And as you can see, the petals and the leaves kind of hug the word on there. Kind of hug unforgettable. And I know that I'm going to build up something else there because it looks like it's missing something to me. However, you know, if you've watched my channel any amount of time, you know I kind of go all over the place. I'm kind of a work on here a little bit. Oh, then I'll go work on there a little bit. Oh, I'll come back to here. Oh, nope, I'm going to try something completely new in a completely different area of the page. And I feel like that's pretty much my life. Like, that's how I operate. And it might seem like it's utter chaos to some people, but to me, it's just the way my mind works. So yesterday I was scrubbing my bathroom, and in the middle of it, I had to stop myself from going into my closet and going through it. Like, I had to stop and be like, no, you need to finish the bathroom first. And not that I would have not gone back to the bathroom. I would have done the closet and then gone to the bathroom, like went back to it. But yeah, it was a struggle. So I finished the bathroom, then I cleaned out the linen closet in the bathroom, and then I went to my closet and cleaned out my closet too. You know, it's like, it's starting to be fall. Not really. The temperatures are still in the 80s today, but you know, the calendar says it's fall, so I needed to clean out my closet and, you know, do a like a deep dive clean of the bathroom, and because it's fall. The calendar says it's fall, so I need to start my fall cleaning. Anyway, now that I've run my mouth about my cleaning and my mind working in way crazy ways and all over the place, now let's look back at my layout and see what I'm doing. So I have these thickers out, and they are chipboard thickers, and there is a lot of gold foiling on there, like a whole bunch, which makes my heart happy. So I've built up a little cluster, and those pom-poms, and they're pretty thick. Like, they're borderline too thick for me. Like, borderline. Like, they're just eh. Like, they're kind of eh. But I'm working with it. I'm putting them in the album, and I'm putting the album on the shelf. So that's what I have to say about that. So I'm flipping through the Amy Tangerine sticker book, and I like Amy Tangerine sticker books. I really do. My only problem with them is that there's a whole heck of a lot of clear stickers in there. And while this clear sticker worked for party, most of the time I don't want a clear sticker. Most of the time I back them. However, I'm going to eat my words because I'm going to use some clear stickers happily on this layout in a little while. So I went ahead and put down that September sticker there because she does have a September birthday. And just off the screen here, I have all the die cuts kind of spread out, and I'm just kind of peeking through them and looking through them. And I really wanted to have this love, love, love on the layout. And I knew that I was almost completely finished embellishing this section over here when the sketch really just called for a tag. So I stretched my embellishments too. Now this is a square doily. Fun fact, I can't remember where I got my square doilies when I purchased them. But like I said, this came in a Secret Not Secret kit. So I can't lead you in any direction because I've had them before, used them all up, but I just don't remember where I got them. And I know it wasn't the Kit Club. I know I don't know if I ordered them. I don't know. I just don't know. So I'm using this foam tape, popping up this die cut as well. Now these are not like super high popped up pieces. They're barely 1/8 of an inch off the page. And it just gives it a little bit of extra dimension. There's not a whole bunch. Like, you're not going to be like, dang, that's popped off the page. And that's partially because of the pom-pom thingies that are really just so off the page and textured. So I was flipping through the 6x6 papers that came in my kit, and lo and behold, there is a cut apart sheet. So I just decided to cut apart some of the pieces and kind of figure out what I was going to do with them. Now, somebody had asked me what had happened to my trimmer here, and I don't, well, I do know what happened to it. So that is a doily, like that is a doily imprint on my trimmer there. And what I do is with white doilies, I ink them up, and then I need it to dry it with my heat gun because I inked the crap out of that sucker. And instead of pulling out my cutting board that I use kind of as it's a wooden cutting board, it just is basically protects my mat and my work surface and all that from the warping of the heat gun. I mean, this mat is, holy crap, this mat is like crazy dirty, but whatever. Anyway, for some reason, I didn't do it on the mat. I didn't pull out my little cutting board, so I did it right on top of my trimmer because I thought, oh yeah, this is fine. Well, it kind of, I don't want to say it melted it, but it definitely left that doily impression there, so that's what that is. Now, I decided to cut off another portion of my paper and just put it there. And the sketch kind of has these speech bubbles layered a little bit in a vertical row. And I decided I wasn't going to go exactly that way. I was going to use the little pieces that I cut out off the cut apart sheet, and I was going to nestle them around and, you know, kind of make them fit, put them where I liked them and what I thought looked good. But I wasn't going to have the line, because over here on the right side of the page, it's much more organic. It's not as linear, so I felt like I needed to keep that happening over here on the left side of the page so it didn't look like two completely different styles on each of the 12 by 12 pages. Because if I have two different 12 by 12 layouts next to each other and they're completely different styles, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. But if I have a 2-page spread where it is one cohesive moment from the edge of the left side to the edge of the right side, then I need it to be fully cohesive. Like, I need it. It just makes me ridiculously happy, okay? So I've got those. I added that little green pom-pom there. I had that awkward gap, so I decided to put one of the chipboard flowers there to just bridge the gap between the photo and the little cut apart. I thought about putting another cut apart there, but I just kind of like the flower. I tucked that flower underneath because remember that love, love, love is popped up ever so slightly on foam tape. And now I'm just pulling out a couple of the little gold hearts and placing them down. And then this is where I realized I had pulled the heart off the backer, but left the sticky part behind. So yet again, thickers are screwing me over because they are either not sticky or they're so sticky they stick to the backer paper and don't come off. Like, get it right. Please, get the adhesive right. I mean, for the love of all that is holy, is it that difficult to get adhesive right on thickers? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe, like, thickers adhesive keeps the American craftspeople up at night, and maybe it's just a real struggle for them, but I don't know. If it is, then you know what? Keep struggling and keep fixing it, dude. Like, seriously. But if it's not keeping you up at night, then it should be. Okay, enough ranting about thickers because I think that happens every couple of videos. It would, maybe if people didn't buy them, but hello, people are always going to buy thickers. Like, they're awesome. Let's just face it. Even with adhesive issues, thickers are awesome. Whether they're letters or whether they're designs and fun stuff like this one. So those clear stickers, like I said, I eat my words because I used the clear stickers and they worked. They worked for what I was going for. Now over here, the title is up at the top according to the sketch. I've decorated and embellished a lot with words already. So I'm going to go ahead and put another word up here and make it my title. And frankly, if you look at this and you're like, oh, the title is Love, 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 or oh, the title is So Much Fun, or oh, the title is Unforgettable Party. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. 5 years down the road, I might not even remember what particular word or word phrase I wanted as the title. And I think that that's okay, especially if you like to embellish and decorate with words, which I have really started to like recently, more than not. It seems like I go in waves where I was inking everything, and I'm not inking so much anymore, but I'm definitely decorating with words a lot more. So, you know, we'll see. Now, I decided that I needed to bring some of this, what is that brown called? Why can I never remember the brown? What is the name of the brown? What do we call this brown, people? I always look at it and want to call it khaki, but I know it's not khaki. Oh, my mind isn't working. Okay, so there it is, all set, and I'm going to give you a little peek at the sketch again. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you check out everybody else's.